Greetings to you, man.
Well, well. All right.
So, well, how was your game? Is it okay?
I was really difficult at the beginning against Wind Ranger. I think I should have leveled Vex just at an early level, maybe level 5.
Amazing.
But yeah, they went 3 people mid lane a couple times and I just fed. But in the end, managed to win.
That's life. Uh,
All right.
Before we start, I wanna ask something.
Mm-hmm.
How do you play the map against a nature prophet? Do Invoker is the one who gonna pick while he's doing his job, like going red top A, going split push,
Mm-hmm.
or should I just stay with my team and push together and let him take the things, the tower and the barrack like that?
It depends on the timings, of course. But I feel like as Invoker, it's your job to respond to Nature's Prophets because you have the TP boots and you have the ability to clear waves pretty easily.
I see, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. I just realized that I played against this nature prophet and then I don't know how to play exactly. I don't know how to respond. I don't know how to uh yeah. How to respond to it. So my team, I think my team, we can push, but
Yeah.
my other carry respond to this nature purpose. So it make the push it's little bit slower, but yeah,
Yeah.
and the pushing job never done because of him.
So I see you tried the other build.
Yeah,
But of course, like in this game, not having TP boots is really difficult. And then I see like they have more than 2 physical damage dealers, so it makes sense actually to try it there. But I think in this game I still would have went for TP boots and Hex, just because I think Draw is a hero that has low HP, so you can burst it with the Hex, and the same with Sniper. Like once you actually cross the gap, then you can kill them. And then Nature's Prophet kind of requires it because you want to be running around the map and just responding to his aggression.
I see. I think this game make the landing stage. I think it's pretty hard for me because it's sniper.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I learned something. Maybe I'm right or maybe I'm wrong in the way of me thinking how to land against sniper.
Yeah.
So which is I see this Sumia build right. So he skill up Vex when he's reaching level 6 so that
Mm-hmm.
he can kill sniper. But I realized that sniper with a 3 red band, you're not gonna do a thing with your exot. So
Yeah.
for my playstyle, I focus on reaching level that, and then there's where I find an opportunity to kill him. I think I got out CS here.
Yeah. It's definitely favored for Sniper in the early levels. I actually have 2 gameplays in mind where I played Sniper and I played against a Smurf Invoker and he just permanently killed me. And a game where I played Sniper. No, where I played Invoker. Which way was it? No, I think I lost one Sniper game and I won one Sniper game really hard against Invoker. So it really depends on the matchup and how people play. Let's see CS. It's fine, it's fine. Yeah, this is alright. Just need to make sure to eat some tangos. Nice, you get 2 points in quest. Love it. And then if you go, like if you decided your mind already to go for this build, then you can get the Glove of Haste. I think even before you get the boots, and then the chainmail as first item.
Chain for the armor, right?
Yeah, yeah. And so this builds into the Witchblade later on then. This is
I see.
something that's really nice against heroes like Ember as well, where they just have a lot of physical damage. You can kind of counter it with it.
Yeah, man. About landing against Ember, I still don't know how to land against.
Are you in the EU region? Because if the ping is not too high,
uh,
we can do a 1v1 and just test some matchups.
no, I'm currently in C server.
Okay.
I think it's very,
Yeah, then the
it's
ping
not so different.
ping
Yeah.
might be too high. Ah, that's unfortunate. But your CS is nice. That's okay. That's okay.
Well, I think I lose CS here because Sniper got like 35 CS and then I don't know how to catch up that.
Yeah, at this point we just let him push the wave, and then yeah, we found it like this.
And I learned something about landing against Sniper. I learned against Sniper like many times, but I never learned. But since you since you teach me how to land properly against certain hero, then I experimented myself.
Mm-hmm.
Is it right if I'm landing against Sniper, I let him push the buff and then I just stack the CS under tower.
Yeah, 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 exactly.
Right. Okay,
So you
okay.
just bounce the wave as much as possible, and then he has to choose between contesting CS or harassing you. And if the wave
Okay.
is in the middle, then he can do both pretty easy.
Because right, the way I think of uh landing against Sniper is harass him, but I'm pretty much bored because if I'm harassing him, I'm the one who suffer much then.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's difficult to
So
trade with him, especially it depends
yeah,
on the skill bit as well. But many sniper players like they even max headshot and take aim, and then it's so
yeah.
difficult to trade. Like I think he could have won this way, way, way better if he just levels headshot. It's so strong. Like maybe get 1 point in this because range is not the thing that actually stops him from killing you, but the damage and you get it from headshot.
Mhm.
But we can check 2 replays. This also motivates me. I want to see why I lost to the Smurf Invoker. But like you're doing a great job. You just want to keep out pushing the waves. Like he's gonna push them, then you de-push them, and yeah, react accordingly. Yeah, this is all you can do pretty much.
I cannot do much right because he gets
Yeah.
long range. He can hit my tower out of range.
Yeah, but like he has to glyph because he usually wants to jungle, so he has to glyph already, and just slowly like this, you can force reactions. And for example, here, okay, you take the rune, this is fine, I guess. But then you want to pressure as much as possible and first clean the wave. I think, unless there's like a really obvious opening, I would always try to be on mid lane and continue the pressure against the sniper, because right now sniper is just free farming at some point. And you can contest this just by being here and defending this building. Oops. And going bottom with a haste is great, but then it has to be obvious, kind of. And the tower has fallen already. Let's see if this plays out. Fair enough, maybe. But you kind of trade him with... Ah, he's defeated. Okay. He should have taken mid tower, of course, for it. And then it's not sure if it's worth it. Then you can push out the wave first and then rotate. Even with the haste, like... it's difficult, but maybe you push it out and then you take the haste and then you go, just to protect the tower. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Just in general, I would try to move away from the slug and still try to push and defend this tower, and then rotate in
So
the bottom area.
for this situation, right? You said I need to like farm at either in other side of the map. So where should I farm at this point? Because if I'm going bottom,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so I can do anything. And if I'm going to farm at the triangle, I think that I farm very slow there with the two
Mm-hmm.
forge spirit because they're taking towers, they're pressuring, and then the way I'm thinking this, I should make something, make them respond, and then I go bottom. So
I see. I
yeah,
see.
that's kind of
So in my mind, I would be walking mid lane right now, because I see the Dragonite, okay, and there's some farm, and we want to fight. Yeah, as you say, you have the Witchblade, so you're pretty strong to engage right now. And the objective that you want to force is still his tower. So if possible, you want to defend your tower and play in the mid lane. If you get the Nature's Prophet here, it kind of feels weird because the tower is already gone, so there's nothing really to defend, and you're kind of invading the space of Slug. So I feel like even if you get the kill from Nature's Prophet perspective, this is okay. Like you force 2 cores to be here, and the wave is still pushed. And then so all the XP and farm get split, and suddenly we have 3 heroes stacked here, and mid lane can fall for free. So I think I would have been mid lane, and then the next criteria is you always want to be away from Slug. So your carry decides where he wants to farm, and then you just choose the opposite side.
I don't know, man. For me, like staying in Midland like almost like 16 or 20 minutes like that. I know, right? You said the Midland enemy Midland tower is the priority first, right? So if I'm staying there, I want to take the objective, but they defend it like uh, there's no tomorrow. So I've I've got blamed by my side lanes because they said um
Yeah. You get
this
pressured
info
by teammates.
never this info never helped blah 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 we are blah 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 blah
Yeah,
blah.
I feel you. I got the same thing last game where my underlord is like, first you feed mid and then you don't do anything in the game. And I'm like, ooh,
Yeah,
chill,
yeah.
I'm trying, mate. I'm trying.
That's why I'm
Mhm.
like I'm rotating to this land and that land, and I try to still farm, and then if they like uh 2 or 3 people TP here, and then I will go mid. That's the way I'm thinking of for this build.
Yeah,
It's a different story if I'm buying a TP boots.
yeah. Mm, I like the thought process again. I just think this is not this is not optimal to force reactions up here, because this is where the enemy wants to be anyways, and you don't get anything out of it. What you're doing right now, for example, like this is really really nice. Like you pushed out bottom, suddenly a support comes and sets a ward, and you can control this area, and you can farm, and Slug can farm, and you can farm. This is perfect. But if you want to force reactions, just in this scenario, I think it would have been mid lane again. Because this top, yeah, it's crowded. The Slug is just there. Nature's Prophet is willing to die if he pushes out the lane. This is fine for him, and we just let mid tower fall for free. But I see what you mean, yeah, and it kind of feels weird. So yeah,
Sniper also didn't leave the lane for like 70
yeah.
minutes.
But this is okay. This is okay actually. We just pressure him and force him on the lane.
Didn't manage to get the draw there. I thought we can kill them. Mm, this this is what I mean. I forced like 2 or 3 people, and then
Yeah. This playstyle only works with TP boots.
yeah, I know I feel the same. Like it's weird, man. Why do I running around with the PT boots? But
Yeah.
I feel something wrong. But I need to do it.
Because now you're kind of stuck here. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I died.
So I think I would have just with this build. Let's see. They use Centaur ulti. Where was it? It was all the way down here. So they go on you. This is alright. You invis. They we use Centaur ulti, and then I would just walk mid lane. I think. Yeah.
Okay. A question.
Mhm.
If the regular invo will buy a TP boots, right? So if I'm okay, I know the playstyle of TP boots invo. So it mean like split push when they react, and then when they react and then TP top, maybe you with your team, and then you can kill someone that been farmed there. But for power trade, how would the playstyle would be? I mean, like, what is the point of I'm buying power trade? Do I
Yeah.
farm or do I fight?
So you feel more like a draw ranger, I think. So you go to areas and you force early fights and you take the objectives. So the key of this item build is that you're way stronger in the early game, and with this you pressure it. This feels like it kind of feels like the sniper. Maybe you watched the last sniper video that I uploaded. This is how it should feel like, because you're just going places where you know there you like you usually can't be there, but with this item build you can, and people just can't face you, and then you take the objectives that you want. Let me show you real quick. I have one game where I thought, I don't know which one it is.
Wait, what? How?
I'm not sure if it's this one. Nope. I had one game where I thought the early game was really clean played, and the item build really came through.
I think I have so many things I want to ask you, but yeah, maybe we cannot take step by step. I cannot take it all from you like all together. So I have a general question. If you like in my bracket, right? I noticed that my carry doesn't know how to itemize, so it's mean like I've been facing Ricky with a shard that can
Mm-hmm.
slip people.
Mm-hmm.
So my void should be like the third item. He should be by BKB, right? Because when he chrono, like 3 times or 4 times already, when void chrono, he got slipped by the slip dart by the Ricky. So
Uh-huh.
I don't know, man. I don't know how to like carry the game. I don't know how I can. Okay, this is what I mean. How can I play that enable my teams, even my carry sucks, that enables my team to win the game? I think the problem is for me my invoker, I think it's good. It's for me good, but
Mm-hmm.
for my teams, for my carry, I don't think they understand the role, and then they don't know how to itemize, what to buy, do need damage or need something that high armor like that. They don't understand that. So you have any tips that can help, you know,
So
win the game? Yeah.
I think from the mindset, before you're like 4K or 5K MMR, you don't want to include your teammates in your strategy to win. So make sure that like your item build and your movements on the map is sufficient to win the game without having them do anything. And if they do help, or like if they do influence the game, then we can react accordingly to it. But don't try to actively incorporate them. Like for example, I would never pick Oracle in in low MMR, because it's like all you do is basically you save your teammate and hopefully he does something at some point. You don't want to be displaced. You want to be a hero that actually enables you to do most of the things yourself. And I think Invoker is just wonderful for that. So I would try to exclude them completely and really focus on your own net worth and on your own game and see what you can force by yourself. And then if there's an opportunity, like if you see, okay, my team is moving somewhere, it seems like they want to press some spells, then of course you can join and you want to like make the most out of it. But yeah, don't try to build strategies where your teammate behavior is important.
I see. Okay.
So let's check
So
this real quick. I'm not sure if this was the game that I'm remembering, but this is one game with the same item build. So I even go Rave Band, Rave Band, Glove of Haste, and Chainmail.
wait, I don't understand, man. I like, I see when you buying red, man. In
Mm-hmm.
my mind, like I'm very scared to buy this item because I will be flamed by my team because they don't understand what type of invoker I am, and They don't understand.
I feel you.
So
Yeah.
I'm very scared. Yeah.
So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna need armor, and I'm gonna trade a lot with this guy, even while I stay like in the creep wave. I just want to trade with this guy in the early levels, so he's forced to use the bottle for HP region and not for mana region to completely burst me out. So I'm gonna buy items that enable me to trade as much as I can, and I even get as much quest points as I can.
Oh,
And
here you didn't get the boot first, right?
yeah, no, I didn't get the boots first. This is the like how it looks at the beginning, and then you can get the boots and finish the item. And then I want to see the first rotation. And how it should look like. Okay, so I just put the pressure on the tower again, as we're used to. Like, this is the next thing with the build. You're basically building to win the laning stage, and to be really, really aggressive and strong early on. Trying to control the rune. Got it. And does he die? Ooh. That's when.
Shit,
And then even here, I get the Blitznagel first. So really, really aggressive trading and pressuring at the build. I block the wave, and then I try to push it as hard as I can, because we see the Ember is missing again. And we push. Nice. And now we're free to move. Like, now we can do something. And look the direction. Of course, I could be top and doing something, but what I want to get is, I want to get this bottom tower, and I want to pressure TA as much as I can. So I'm pinging to my teammates and say, hey, I make a move. I wait, like intentionally we see, okay, they killed the TA already, which is great. So I'm just chilling here a little bit. I just want to wait until they respawn. And then I want to see what they do. Actually, what did they do? TA went top, of course. But we've been waiting here to see if TA comes back, because if she TP's back, she's dying again, and then the game is kind of over for them. But if that doesn't happen, then I'm just slowly playing to get this tower as well. This guy kind of shows up. Get a kill here, but all this diving actually is not really that necessary. I just felt strong to do it. But main thing is that we took the bottom tower.
Oh, I see. I see. You just like running around the map and hitting people.
Yeah. But it's really around the structure. So I like, this doesn't look like much, but at minute 11 or even earlier you get it. Like I think I got a minute 10 or something. This is super strong. Like, you hit people and they just melt away. So I'm trying to play here, and then I thought I could get the haste and kill the TA, but they were all there, so I'm kind of dead. That's life. But this is like how the first 12 to 15 minutes look ideally. Look how he's kiting them.
Yeah, Timber doing his own thing.
And from this point, I'm just sitting bottom, I think, because this Klings is farming top. And I'm just trying to control this area and take it away from TA. Like, this is my thought process. I'm like, I want them to try to bulk high ground and fight me. And I want them to try to come here. And if they do, we can kill them easily. So even here, we're looking for opportunities.
Okay, can you okay. So okay, for you, I think a player around you in your bracket understand where to control the map and going to play with the hero that this feels strong, right?
Yep.
Kind of what. But what would you do if you have a support like in my bracket that they don't know how to ward, and then
So
they
Crystal
don't
Maiden is
know?
sitting up here together with Enigma or something.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Then
What would you do?
so it's the same thing. Imagine if I don't have Crystal Maiden here and Ricky doesn't want to make this move mid lane, then I'm just taking this area. Like, if you look at the minute, it's 45. So I'm taking this, I'm taking this. The camp is gonna respawn. I'm taking this, back to the wave, and then I rinse repeat. Like, I just farm this area as much as I can. And of course, I have to be more careful if I don't have teammates. But I'm just taking as much as I comfortably can, and control this area still. And so if the teammates come and try to want to make a move, sure, I can join them. But if not, then I would just be sitting here, and maybe this would even be worth more net worth, because we killed this Ember a couple times already, and I could farm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 camps plus wave, and then again, because the minute is going to respawn. So there's a lot of net worth you can get there.
I think I got the answer of how can I boost my net worth more, because I'm very scared. I'm very scared to walk on the jungle, because
Yeah.
my support doesn't. It's not there. They don't work there. So
Yeah.
so the thing is, The thing is, you told me just take as much farm as I can
Yeah.
on that side. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
and of course, it depends a little bit on the item build. Like, imagine you have Midas and TP boots, then it's more difficult to farm those camps here that are like really far behind. Because if you get caught, you're dying very easily.
Mm-hmm.
But then with this item build, you can like push the wave with Meteor, you can push it faster. Take maybe those two camps, and then TP back for mana, and then walk back mid lane or something like this. So depending
Okay.
on your strength, you want to get a feeling of how confident you can be to take aggressive farm. Yeah, if you feel like you can make a play. Look at 6 stacks. 1,000 damage? Wow. That's okay.
Damn.
But this is the concept, I think. And yeah, and then it just looks a little bit different. If you want, we could do a live coaching, like where you play a game and I can coach you, and then you can feel in game, and we can communicate about
Um,
ideas.
I think I think not now, because here it's already two a.m. here.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, I just I fall asleep at 9 p.m. and then woke up at 1. So yeah,
Mm.
here I am. So yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that's
I'm
great, right?
asking you. So right, the game that I've learned a lot from you. So
Mm-hmm.
the things that you said to control the rune, I've faced a game where um I really I really I really great to be your student that you coach, because you you tell me to control the rune, right? I was thinking like, okay, uh, what do the Hiruken does if he have the rune?
Yeah.
I never think of that, and then this one time changed my mentality, the way of what I'm thinking.
Mm.
I'm facing Augur, so Augur must spam his skill and
Mm-hmm.
spam the stun and the ignite, something like yeah, the stun and ignite, and then surely I remember what you told me, control the rune. So I sent my Forge Spirit to control the rune, and
Yeah.
then he bought the fucking bottle until the fucking 12th minute. He doesn't get any rune, and then he cannot do anything to me. Free farm,
Yeah,
and
that's
then
great.
that's okay.
That feels amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, you taught me that, and then oh, okay, this is so really working.
Cool. 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 Yeah, I think you understand the concepts, and then it's just about finding the optimal way to play it. Because you really. What's your rank right now?
Man, I've dropped down to for me. I'm gonna say like this. The highest I got is Archon 1,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't play Dota for a while. And then
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
played back, and then recalibrate. I got uh, Crusader 3,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
now I'm dropping down to Guardian 5, I think. Then oh my god,
That's all right. That's
yeah.
right. Like you understand the ideas quickly, and then we just need to find the optimal strategy. And this, of course, it just depends on like the time and the amount of experience you gather with Invoker. Invoker is a hero that really pays off later. So as soon as you have like 200, 300, 400 games, it's starting to pay off. How many Invoker games do you have?
Uh, Actually, I have two account. Uh, the
Just
first one is
roundabout.
like
Yeah.
okay, for bot account,
Yeah,
for
just like, do you have more like
like
200 or more like 600 or
mm,
what range?
yeah, like 300 and 200 and 300 like that.
Yeah, so this is the phase where I was even, I was still negative on my win rate with Invokers. And then, so slowly it's gonna pay off.
Beside Invoker, do you have another hero that you played the most?
Yeah, I always
Like
struggle with
for
this as
mid lane?
well. Like, what can you play when Invoker is banned? I tried
Yeah,
Lina for a while because it was really strong in the patch. But what I like recently is Sniper and maybe some Zeus.
Snapper and
Sniper,
Zeus.
Zeus.
For Lina, I've tried Lina too actually.
Mm,
I've tried Lina too, but the thing is, Lina in landing stage is very strong.
yeah.
I know it's very strong. He can hit people like far away, and then the the playstyle after the landing stage, the
Yeah.
mid game and late game. I really don't know how to play mid game and late game
Yeah, it
for
feels
me.
difficult for me. So, my coach tried to teach me Lina, but you have to be really rational and calculated to do it. And I just don't have the experience. How many Lina games do I have? 150 now. So,
Damn man. But
yeah.
you also play draw. Your
I
win rate on
played,
draw is
yeah. I played carry most of the time actually. So I was playing carry from until 4K, I think, 4.5K. And there played mostly Troranger. I remember Troranger, I used
when
Troranger to get out of 3K MMR because it was back then you one-shotted a creep with like your ulti when it
oh
blocks,
yeah.
you one-shot it. You can farm Ancients level 6.
Yes, farm super
Yeah.
fast, right?
But I feel Troranger has
um
been strong throughout the patches. Like this is just a nice hero that's you can solo carry games if you set the tempo right. And then
what is the big picture of playing draw? I mean like do I know that my friend said you just gonna need a agility item because it gives you the armor and it applies with your ulti.
mhm.
But I don't see, it seems like I don't understand how does that work.
So what Troll does is a little bit like Sniper as well. It's you stay on top of heroes, and if you win the early game, you can snowball super hard. So you can win the laning stage by just abusing frost arrows because they don't draw aggro, and then if you win the trading battle at the beginning, you just accelerate like crazy, and you can get really high net worth. And yeah, then with the damage you have, you can take buildings. You're a nice team fighter overall. Like you have the multi shot, which is physical, so it goes through BKB, and you have some gust to silence people or to run away. Yeah.
Before I forget this, I just remember I want to ask you something. Okay. Um, I know my Invoker games wins when I have advantage in land, so it's been like I wins the lands and then I got a proper CS in land.
Mm-hmm.
But can you give me a tips how to play Invoke from behind? I mean, like you always get gank,
Yeah.
you cannot farm. Do you have any tips? So
Sure, I can show you last game. And I got ganked really often, I feel like. It was difficult for me to play.
I've
Um,
I've faced that situation like many times and I don't know what to do. Is it the play still need to boost my net worth or something like that?
yeah, the goal is
Not
kind of
sure.
to let's go net worth and then you can see what last it's. Du-du-du. So Lainey stage is actually alright. Then I think I get solo killed and she gets level 6.
I think facing Windrunner in mid um delays the power spike. I think because for me, from my perspective, sometimes I take wax
Yeah.
on level 8 because to dispel the Windrun.
Yeah. I think I should have done this as well. And I thought maybe I should buy like a stick and raindrops just to be more tanky and survive because she's just gonna be level 6 and then this this is
Oh, I
actually
see.
partly not my fault. I mean it's still, but I kind of got baited because we throw the
You,
arrow. Look, this looks like
yeah,
we can go, but we throw the arrow and
yeah.
I don't have Sunstrike. And then the Lich TPs and this guy just turns it. And then I mismicroed my Force Spirit, so I get stunned. And then I'm kind of dead.
Yeah, you support Betty.
Mm, that's
Okay,
life.
this
And then I think again. Yeah, yeah. Solo kills me again.
Oh, yes.
So I tried to farm a jungle camp. Like I'm level 8, I still want to pressure mid lane. Like for example, I wouldn't react here right now because if I'm behind already and they don't have Vex, I don't want to fight. So I'm just trying to push out the wave. I don't get the rune, and I think I die again. Yeah. Yeah. Look, 3 people again. Holy shit.
Yep. Oh man, I feel you. It's very frustrating, man.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. I tried to play the pressure. The 3 mid again. What is this? Look, I die again. I think. Ah, okay, really close.
Damn.
And now I'm like level 10, so I pushed out the wave with Meteor, and then we can go in the triangle and recover a little bit. Like get some things done here.
Okay, change my mind about farming this ancient because the way I'm thinking ancient is you're very slow. I mean, for me,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like as an invoker, I take the ancient crypt very slow, and the thing is the the amount of gold and XP
Yeah.
isn't it the same for one creep wave? So isn't it
Yeah, pretty much.
better if I'm clearing one wave that easier to hit than the ancient creep? So
So if you have the opportunity to push out the wave once, then there's nothing
mhm,
to do for 30 seconds. And in this 30 seconds, probably you need 40 seconds, but in this time you can clear the ancients and then return back to the wave. This is usually alright. And if you have TP boots, this is even easier because you have the movement speed. So like I'm returning back to the wave and I lost like 2 creeps. So it's actually really, really efficient. And as soon as you have Vex, and I think with level 10, this is the marking where you can do this. TP boots and level 10 and you can take ancients easily.
I see.
And then I tried to fight, but I probably die again. Ah, because I got dusted. Right. And I didn't have the mana. So many small things. They add up. It's kind
Yeah.
of sad, but again. And if you look net worth, yeah, it's not that great. They're kind of had.
For me, I agree with you that you said Invo have a mana problem. Yeah, I see that.
Mm-hmm. So I'm dying a lot. And okay, so my thought process was, okay, they're all sitting mid lane all the time. So I'm trying to go bottom. And I'm trying to push out the wave. Maybe Meteor the next wave or something. But then they TP bottom again. And I think they even called it. And that's why my teammates got a little bit tilted, because they called that Windrange is coming bottom. And I died again.
Yeah.
So I died 6
Damn.
times now. But at least, look. I can solo kill this guy. At least.
Yeah, I don't know Invo power spec that can kill support with 2 Forge Spirit, but thanks to you,
Yeah.
you tell me the Forge Spirit can, you know, hit hit support, and then if the support doesn't die, it gonna leave 50 or 30% HP, and then you
Yeah,
can
it's super
like
strong.
Sunstrike.
Yeah, exactly. So the plan is still the same in my mind. I still want to be like bottom or away from the Wind Ranger. And this time I remember, actually, because I just played the game, I remember I'm watching this Wind Ranger. I'm like, okay, as soon as you go, then I TP out. Or like as soon as I don't see you anymore, I'm running. But as long as I see you, I try to push. And I try to Sunstrike or something. There we go. And I'm super happy about the gold. And I just tried to take this tower. Now I got it. Nice. And I know, okay, Wind Ranger is dead. So how much time do I have to push? A little bit. I'm looking for Sunstrikes. I thought about getting this camp, but then it was like, 15 seconds time, I better get the wave first. And now it's like, okay, I'm still super weak, I feel like, compared to the Wind Ranger. Even the net worth seems similar now, which is crazy because I died a lot. I think it because of Midas and what's actually Lasteds? Lasteds? Yeah, I have more Lasteds, interestingly. So he's been just busy killing me, which is something, I guess. But then I'm trying to take the safe camps here, because, okay, I know Wind Ranger is gone, and then we see her top, which is great. So I'm like, hey, maybe I can take another wave. Because I don't think Slug can solo kill me. And now my teammates are there as well. I'm taking this wave with Alacrity, and then maybe the next wave with Meteor, depending on how safe I feel. Okay, Meteor, but now Wind Ranger is missing, so I'm running again. Maybe I can farm this. We see Wind Ranger for a short time, so I'm like, fine, this is great. And I'm
Okay,
playing in the
okay.
area again.
Wait. Pause for a second. So, uh, you playing like controlling this bottom area right now, right? So sometimes my in my games, my carry going in here,
Yeah,
in this area.
yeah.
So I don't know where to farm. Should I go triangle or should I TP top?
Yeah, then you have to kind of mirror it. Since top is really dangerous, you can try to safely play it, but then you have to be even more careful than bottom. Or you'd play mid lane, I think, preferably, because then you can push out mid lane, you can take those two camps, you can push out mid lane again, and then try to like farm here. And if you see your carry is really deep, then you can take ancients as well and just try to play in this area. You want to avoid this enemy safe lane area because it's really difficult for your team to help you there. And
Um, why don't we prioritize the tier one at the top?
if we take this tower, nothing really changes. Like if you want to go in the triangle, we go from this side anyways because mid lane is open, and it's just super risky. Like if I fight here, then my team cannot join. They can maybe TP to outpost, but it takes like 6 or 7 seconds, so it's really difficult to join them. And I don't have vision, and it's a weird place. So many trees. I don't want to be here. Feels weird.
Oh,
I
okay.
rather
The,
pressure this
man,
lane and take away from Slug.
I don't know what to do if I'm trying to control this jungle, right?
Mm-hmm.
For me, I'm really scared to go high ground of the jungle,
Ah.
so I'm only taking those two that you take just now. So,
You can
um,
actually like the way my coach does it, even like he pushes the wave and then he moves this side and then he just farms here and then he returns to his tower and pushes again. So you can play pretty safely here. Once you see that the heroes that kill you are not there, this unlocks and it's really safe to play. Actually, this is safer than this top side right now because Wind Range is just going to jump up here and they be together and do something. And as we can see, like they don't react. So it feels to me it feels the same as pushing mid tower because we use Force Spirits and then we push mid lane, and if the enemy comes, we go back again, and then like the waves meet, both burst out the wave or something, and if the enemy mid laner goes, we push, and always it's like always acting and reacting, and so the same thing is with bottom here as well. We just constantly push this area, and if they show up, we can go back. This is no problem, but many times like there's an opening. Now they play, and this is the first time actually where I'm involved because I feel like, I got some stuff. I can try to play. This is actually a mistake as well here. If you look at Wind Ranger, can you see it? Yeah.
yeah.
I used Sonata first, and now Wind Ranger is using Wind Run. So this Lifestealer cannot hit her, and I think she survives. Yeah. Yeah, she almost survives because I don't time my Sonata. But it's fine. So this was the first time I was fighting, and it was on our tier 2 tower. So this is a very safe area for us to play. We have a high ground where we can play from. We have some decent wards. This is exactly where I want to fight. And if the enemies step here, then I play. And if they don't, then I just try to take whatever I can and not force anything.
Thank you, man. You just answered what I need to do when I've take the tier one safe lane, enemy safe lane. I
Yeah,
really
yeah.
don't know, man. It's not a mid lane job, right? To take the tier one enemy tier one at top, right?
No, no, no. We don't like the enemy offlane towers. We don't touch them. I don't care about
You
them.
you know, man. Um I think I'm played not really wrongly, but I think my kind of play is uh how do I call it? It's kind of weird
Yeah.
because if my carry is sitting at the bottom jungle, right? I did not go to mid because why? I'm giving my support the EXP
Mm-hmm.
and gold that because they need item two
Mm-hmm.
to save people, right? So I will in that situation I will TP top and try to push the tier one. And if
Mm.
someone reacts or two or three people reacts, of course, I'm gonna TP back to bottom and farm there again because I know my left still be at bottom. So it's
Ah.
kind of awkward.
Yeah, yeah. So if
Mm,
you're early in the game and your lifesteal wants to farm this area, you just farm this area. and make sure that they don't push mid lane. But playing top in general is really dangerous. And as you can see, like we're minute 20, and this tower almost has most official HP, and this tower has most HP as well. So both of us, like in both teams, we don't care about this tower at all. This is not important. Nobody needs to take this, and it's super risky to fight for it.
Oh man. Oh shit.
And then pretty
Now
much
I
same
know.
setting. And look, actually, like now lifesteal is coming bottom. So the question is, okay, what do we do now? Like, I should have known it, I think. And maybe I shouldn't even have TP'd here. But now we see lifestealer, so we have two options. Like, either I try to force a fight with him, or we, I don't know, or we split up again and keep farming. So let's see what happens. So I'm like, okay, I'm running mid lane. Which is my bad, actually. Like, I could have TP'd mid lane anyways, because lifestealer was bottom, and he should be farming there. But I run mid lane, we try to play. I try to catch this guy. I use BKB, and oh, this was another unfortunate death. Look, my own Forge Spirits actually killed me.
Wait, what? Oh,
Like, I still had my Forge Spirits, and the Lich ulti bounces between.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Okay, okay.
And then, of course, they... Yeah.
My lifesteal is.
So actually, two mistakes on my part. Like, I saw lifesteal bottom, I still TP'd there, and then I run and I try to fight for a Sky instead of clearing this area, getting the net worth I need. Like, I need Lincolns in this game to survive, and pushing out this wave. I could have TP'd mid lane, just help my Underlord not to die, and then farm this whole area, push it out. Meanwhile, my carry has free farm, and then like we own, I don't know, 70% of the map, just with 2 cores. But yeah. This is the thing, like if I could play as good as I could explain it, then I would be, I don't know, 7,000 more. But I make so many mistakes as well. Just takes time. It's human. That's the fun part. Doing mistakes and then learning. Yeah. And now I TP top, which that's what I should have been doing before. Because now we can see Lifestealer can control this bottom area. I can TP top. And I just need to be careful. Look. This is actually, I'm actually happy that I'm doing this. Like, I'm sending my Forge Spirits. I'm sending my Forge Spirit to try to scout for Wind Ranger. I'm seeing, okay, here's something or here's something. I just want to see the openings. So I make sure that Wind Ranger is not ganking me. And then I'm retreating. I'm like, okay, we got the wave. I want to be careful. I don't want to go in here. And I TP back mid lane because I don't feel safe here. And we can look, okay, Wind Ranger is sitting bottom, but we didn't know, like, we didn't have the information. So if I don't feel safe in this area, I just TP back mid lane. And then we decide again what we want to do. And so we cleared this wave, and I think they want to play together. Let's see. But I want to clear mid lane, and now we can play. Because, like, the fight opens up. Oh, look at this Wind Ranger. Oh, shit, what a player.
Damn. Damn.
I was like, I get you. I think I was just out of range with the cold snap. And then...
Yeah.
Oh, what can you do? I'm not even sure how to play those fights, but just slowly trying to extend them. Somehow we win.
Well, I see that you have lifestealers, so lifestealers love long fight, right? So
Yeah, that's fine actually. So I TP back with Underlord, and then again, like the map opens up. We have the same scenario. Mid lane is pushed already, so nothing to do. And my lifestealer wants to farm this side. That's great. Then I'm farming top. And because I know that Wind Ranger is here right now, I can push at least one wave. Push one wave, and then like, look, I'm retreating. Hopefully I'm retreating already. I'm like, nope, okay, I'm back. And I even meteor this because I'm like, I want to have this, but it's so dangerous to be here. So I'm just taking this and I'm moving back. Now I feel a little bit safer. I have BKB again. But I don't want to fight you.
One question, Pop. You said like the tier 1 top enemy, it's not really gonna change anything, right?
Yeah.
So when and what is the right time to take it, and why we need to take it?
It's never for itself a purpose, I think. You can, like, if you take every other tower, then you can take this because you want to open this as well, and then you want to take high ground maybe later. But you never go there just for the tower. Like, imagine we win a fight here, and then some teammates are there already. Then, of course, you can join to just finish the tower. But you're never here just to get the tower. What you want to do when I talk about, like, forcing reactions top, or, like, you push out the wave, and then people to be here to defend it. So they want to get the last hits, they
Oh,
want to get the net worth, they want to get the control of this area again. But it's never
but
about this tower specifically.
so it's mean like you push and then you make them react to it,
Yeah.
right?
So this is the same
Okay.
thing with Lifestealer. Like Lifestealer wants to play in this area, and if enemy Wind Ranger would push it to here, then we would feel pressured a little bit to push it out just so Lifestealer can farm again. But it's not that
Hmm.
necessary actually for like it doesn't do anything for you, but you take away from the enemy. I
I
think yeah,
see.
this is how I think about it.
My mind can still cannot move on, man. I think that um for the rest of 25 or 20 or 25 minutes, right? I need to take all the T1 like that.
No, no, no.
Uh,
No, no need. If the map looks like this is fine. You did your job. And now you want to get a good engagement. Like, if you look at this, for example, this is actually the next step. Like, we see all of us up here. And in my mind, this is a mistake. But my team wants to come and we want to, or they want to take the top tower. I think right now it's still okay because it's like, hey, maybe we just gank somebody. Like, if somebody tries to kill me, then we can gank him. But now I'm communicating with them. I'm saying, like, this is kind of weird. And look, I'm trying to walk away. And then remember, Underlord is like, no, 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 we need to take this tower. And I'm like, you sure?
yeah.
And then like,
Well,
okay, I can send Forge Spirits or something. But then they use the glyph. I use Alacrity. But then I think they use glyph or something, and I'm communicating, like I'm saying this. I don't want to fight here. This is a weird fight. I want to TP out. So I TP out. And they kind of stick around. They get gone
then they
on.
died.
Yeah, and they die. This is weird. And now the fight, of course, extends, and now Lifesteal is coming up here, even though he could be free farming bottom, and then we kind of fight again. And then I'm like, okay, I kind of join, and then like we all die. So this is really weird. And then my
Okay.
underlord was like, I don't understand this Invoker. And then I communicated, hey, I told you it's a bad fight. I don't want to do this, and like this is not on me. I think.
Man, you just showed me and changed my mind. I should not take that. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
But I think this is not in my mind, even though of course I could have been even clearer, like even at the beginning. Like here, look at the map. I'm drawing like you tried to push this and I said ATP out. Tried to argue.
I,
But I could have been even clearer. Like I don't even need to join them. I'm like, nope, let's play bottom instead. I could like be a more I could be better at communicating. And then we don't
and
lose this fight.
because of that fight, you guys lose, and then
Yeah,
they
we
can
lose the
take the
tower.
rush.
And yeah, they could have taken Roche, for example, in this time. Did they do it? I don't even know. But they could have taken Roche, and now they could have taken, like, yeah, now they take Roche. Now they can go for another fight. I'm like, okay, they take Roche. I push out one more wave because lifesteal is bottom again, and I need the net worth. Now we see them there. I don't want to. That's why I didn't use the meteor actually, because I knew, okay, maybe we had to fight. And then we just slowly tried to fight, and we tried to survive and not die. Yeah. And I think just our fighting was a little bit better than theirs. So we kind of still won even though they had Aegis. I think it's not because of the farm, is it? Net worth? No, we've just
Yep.
been playing better in team fights.
Oh, I see.
And this is this is another benefit you get if you have a couple games on Invoker. You can
Cup
just
is
you play
man,
better
you
in team
said
fights.
couple games. That's not a couple games. That's a one-person game involvement.
And then one more rotation is okay, we kill them, and instantly, okay, what do we have to do? So somebody can push out mid lane, but he can do it by himself. Like it's not going faster just if I show up. So I'm fixing the other lane as well. We push out this, and then we push out two lanes, and suddenly this game looks in our favor again. Because we can control this whole area. We can just chill here. They tried to go for Wind Ranger, but I'm like, nope, I don't wanna. And we can reset. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
I think what you just showed me just answered my how I play the games.
That's great. That's great.
Because because I'm at least I'm doing like this right now, man. Before this session, right? I read down all the things that uh I question about the
Mm-hmm.
game and myself, where should I play, blah blah blah, and when behind, and the tier one. About the item, I think overall it's okay because for me, I can buy the item based on the situation.
Yeah,
For me, I feel like that. But for the gameplay, was well, you showed me like the the offline enemy tower, right? It's not important, so it's mean you're never gonna touch it,
yeah,
and then you just gonna push the wave and then let them break, and then you go mid again or maybe bottom, depends on where your carry at,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
Okay, and then after get after getting the mid tower, if the tower is still standing for like 23 minutes,
Hmm.
should I like stay there and try to get the tower,
Yeah, it
or
just needs to go like as soon as possible. And if it's not
okay,
possible before 20 minutes, then it's okay. You can do it in minute 21.
okay.
But whenever you
So
have the opportunity, just pressure it. And yeah,
it's weird, man. Sometimes they hold the mid lane like it's fucking 25 minutes and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
uh,
They
20
play
minutes
like the
or
international. They're like, nope,
yeah,
my dog.
yeah, man. So I think that's it. You really answered what I'm questioning about myself in this game today.
Glad to hear.
And I think I learned a lot. And
Uh,
about the new build, right?
yeah, I can recommend that you, most of the times, you should just build the usual build, like Midas, TP Boots, Peekabee, Blink, Hex, Shard, stuff like this. I think this is, in general, this is better. And then, like, you can do many of the same things, actually, I think, especially, like, in every MMR, but pros, they do pretty much the same things, and then they, like, even with the same item build, they still try to adjust it into the gameplay.
Maybe tomorrow or whenever you're free, can we like do the live coaching
Yeah,
session?
yeah. I think this will help a lot because we watched a
I
lot of
will.
replays and you understand the concepts very well. Now we just need to practice them and feel them in game.
Okay. Obviously, if you're free and I'm free, we at the same page or free time, and then I will try to contact you.
All right.
Okay. Thanks a lot, man, for today. Thank you a lot.
You're welcome. See you.
Okay.